everyone, what's up? I hope y'all are feeling really well today. It's Kat, your favorite ginger bibliophile, and I've got a fun little, very small book haul for y'all today. And if that's not your thing, check the description link below, and I've got all the cute animals and some other videos from like my favorite genres and readings and whatnot for you. I know I said I was doing the, TBR challenge with myself and the Read What You Own challenge that's, going around BookTube this month, and I already did my last book haul, but it's not totally my fault. I was talking to somebody in the comments, having a good old time, and we got to talking about, well, what the series that particular video was, which is the Ravenloft series, and I love it, but I've only read, I say I love it, I loved the first one, the second one wasn't okay, but I was really intrigued by it, but I gave up on it, because trying to find books for a out-of-print series is either impossible, or, costs way more than I can afford usually, so I quit even looking. But it's been a few months, we got to talking. It's been a minute. I haven't checked. Maybe I can get lucky. And Amazon failed me. They either had nothing or they wanted $25 for a used paperback. And, your girl works for a living. That is, I don't even pay that for hardbacks for my, oh my god, I have to have Instabuys. I usually pre-order and get them on sale for, 20. So, yeah. Just okay? No, not happening. Checked, Book Outlet. They're like, what are you talking about? Checked Thrift Books, and they struck out on me. But then I went to my, standby favorite used bookstore site, Second Sale, and they hooked your girl up. They only had one option, but it was $4.50 and part of a buy three, get one free. So, dude, it's fate. And life is bad enough without, ticking off the universe when they go, here's your sign, buy some books. So I did. I bought Death of a Dark Lord by Laurel K. Hamilton as part of the Ravenloft series from D&D. So, yeah. I bought it, but the universe and one of my, amazing viewers made me. Kinda, sorta, maybe. But, I mean, come on now. It's a vampire novel about the vampire, area of, it's old magic and gypsies and just, if it's Halloween and you want to play a game but not, Resident Evil and Diablo, Neverwinter is, it used to be fun. They've redone it way too much. But you can go back to some of the old lands that they've, archived, and they're a good time, and Ravenloft is the area for you. You will probably get your butt whooped, because it's hard, but it's a fun, just creepy, spooky, it's, werewolves, vampires, you find all this creepy stuff, it's a great area, and so, I'm not entirely sure exactly what this one is, because it's not a, here's how this book went, and it progresses. No, it's a series in that every book has Lord Strahd as their main character. And it's 22 books plus, 2 memoirs written by Strahd. And each one is written by a different author. So, the first one I read was by Christy Gold, and then I am totally blanking on who wrote the second one. Because it was Vampires of the Mist and Night of the Black Rose are the first two. And then there's this one that I think is the 17th in this series. Yeah. I'm not sure, but this is from 95. It's an old book, but I'm excited. And then this one I have been wanting for quite a while. It is Banished by Betsy Schow. It is the third book in the Storymakers trilogy, which is basically, think Wizard of Oz meets Disney, but with some darkness. And, the first one was spelled, and that is definitely, hardcore Wizard of Oz, Dorothy has been cursed. And then we have Wanted, which is basically like our female Robin Hood's story. And I'm not sure who is going to be the one for Banished. Because, well, you can see the other one in the back, like, you have your high maintenance, you know, those are your expensive red-heeled. I think that's Louis Vuitton? I don't know. One of them out of my price range, like, I don't care, you know, people. And then that totally has that Robin Hood green look. But it's the third one in the series, and I finally get to finish it. And I'm excited. I've been wanting it for a while, and I finally found it on sale. And then we got some Dean Koontz, The Dead Town. This is the 5th and final book of his Frankenstein series, which it's kind of middle of the road, but I've already read 4 books in that series. I need to finish it. So, like, I had to. You gotta know what's gonna happen. It's Frankenstein's going to lose in the end because he's the bad guy. But how exactly? Like, I need to know. And we've got these two. They're not quite the end of the series, but it's books 2 and 3 of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. I'm blaming you for this one, Matthew. He did a video talking about it, and if you haven't already checked him out, Matthew the Man with the Hat Who Reads, I'll link him below. He's a lot of fun. And he was talking about, he read the whole, like, the ginormous version of it that has all the books. And I found the first one at my favorite used bookstore, picked it up, loved it. And these were part of the, like, you know, buy 3, get 1. So, really, I only paid $3 for 2 books, because they discounted me $2.99. So, one of these 2 was free, and they're not in the bestest condition, but the insides are still going to be good. Like, the first one made me laugh, so I think there's 4 in the series. So, there's still 1 to find, but these were the only ones that were on the website. And then I've been, like, dipping my toe into more fantasy instead of just urban fantasy. And Lightbringer, this is the 3rd book in the Imperium trilogy, which this chunkster is going to be like a whole month just on this, because when it comes to physical books, I am a slow reader to begin with. It takes me like a week to read a book, sometimes a week and a half if I get a lot distracted. This is, yeah, fantasy, I am way slower, and I just enjoy it. I read the first one last year, because it was a part of Kindle Unlimited. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good, because I get myself confused and all mixed up. Like, I'm dipping my toe into it. This is more straight up, like, high epic fantasy, but we got a good turning evil story going here, where, like, we know from the very first book that the hero is going to become the villain. We just don't know how, so we're kind of seeing her journey from, you know, saving the world. And I love this whole thing of angels are the bad guys. So our hero has been corrupted by the angels. And there's 2 timelines. There's her, our hero, and then there's, you know, her child, who is, like, centuries past, because there is, like, time travel going on. So, yep, it's the final book of the trilogy, and I'm excited, but I'm also terrified, because, oh my gosh, it's huge. This bad boy is, let's see, how many pages is this? Oh, hey, there's, like, stuff in the back. So, elements, temples, there's saints. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, how many pages is this chunkster? 565 pages. That's big-ish print, but that's still a lot. So, that is my tiny last book haul. And I know I said I'm doing the Read What You Want challenge, but to be fair, I did order these in like the middle of October. They just recently got here, and then I finally had time to sit down and do this. So, hey, I didn't cheat. I haven't already failed, even though I think it'll be after the 6th by the time I get this posted, and the Read What You Own challenge is supposed to start on the 6th. So, I haven't failed yet. I'm still going to try to make it till January without buying more. So, which one, are y'all excited for it? Did you figure out the theme to all these books from all these different genres? I'll give you a hint. There's one that is an outlier. Still not sure? These are all the books that I need, except for, this one that started it all off to finish off series that I read at the beginning of the year or even last year that I need to finish, I want to finish, and now I finally have the books, along with a couple others from another, book haul that I can finally finish these series, and I'm excited. So, which one do you want to read? Drop a line, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye! Happy reading!